Okay, we are going to do a love reading, and I'm thinking more it's going to be about the inner journey of love rather than the external manifestation, because it's the love that flows through us and from us and between us that is the true love, not the Hollywood sold version of love where you have to chase something externally, which is kind of just like an entertaining game for the ego, really. Much of our society is built that way, with our social media and our thumbs up and our likes and our love hearts. Yeah, that said, if you enjoy this, like, comment and subscribe. If the comments are on, share. Anyway, grab a cup of tea. Let's see if we can get into a nice juicy energies of love reading. Let's see if we can get some love moving through this. It is 11th June. It's a full moon in Sagittarius tonight. Smashing pumpkins. Let's not burn these cards. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Someone's been doing a lot of self-work, self-development, Okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Okay, so Capricorn. It's interesting. A win-win is forecast. That's nice energy. Libra, ruled by Venus. Venus, the goddess of love. Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. So this is perhaps someone that's had a bit of a rough time in love and been working hard. Maybe you've just been working hard Monday to Friday or 24/7, and there hasn't been room for love. In your life, in your time. And what was this? Expect, beautiful. So these three came down together, and then this was on top. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. So I feel like this is referencing that we've had an eclipse portal earlier on in the spring, around the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. That would have been the last autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere, and then the next eclipse portal would be 6 months on from then. So that would be the in the northern hemisphere, that would be the upcoming autumn equinox, if you're watching this in 2025. So we are, although we've been through the eclipse portal itself, and we've been through eclipse season, we are now between the longer stretch. If I can stretch that, how far can I stretch this? The longer stretch. So I feel like actually love is coming through in this time period, kicked off by many manifestations and growth cycles witnessed through this earlier in 2025 equinox eclipse portal. Things making and breaking is what I feel. So that's great. So this is letting you know who you are, and this, we've got Capricorn, double Capricorn, Libra, mutable. I'm getting Pisces with this. So those signs might be of interest. But this is acknowledging the story where we've been, and this is what's coming. So let's get information about this. We don't need to know what's been, just what's next. Oh, see, that's what happens when you don't try so hard. I like that the colours are reflected here. All these beautiful spectrums of purples and pinks, and then greens, and then you get these purples, this purple border around here. I don't know if you can see that very well. I like the reflection, and in their clothes. Ten of Pentacles, perfect. Wow, just let the cards fall. It's much easier. I'll let the cards do the work. Oh, Five of Swords, she says. Five of Swords, Five of Swords. Internal conflict, I would say. Loss, upheaval, conflict. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is what's coming, but someone's been through this. Maybe it's a divorce, a breakup that's been going on. I was going to say betrayal. Upheaval, conflict, loss is repeated. But with the snake around here, I'm getting like the Kundalini rising and the sacred yoking of the masculine and feminine in the inner energies, anima, animus. And then you get the Four Swords either side. So I feel that peace is coming. I'm taking this as an yes, there has been this loss, betrayal, upheaval, conflict, internally, externally, and I'm now taking this as actually a representation of the Ace of Swords, which is clarity, and taking that Ace of Swords as being not just a mental union, but inner union of the anima and the animus, integration of the shadow self, integration of the divine sacred masculine, the divine sacred feminine, and peace and healing. So it's supported by the four in the background, which are healing this process. It's bringing it into union. Wow, what a lovely representation of the Five of Swords. And all this light in the background, which is again like the light that we see here that comes from this eclipse, you know, which used to be a scary thing before we understood what an eclipse was. Maybe it still is. But again, look, the black background and then this light behind it. It's like the eclipse, so it is pointing out. So whether someone went through this difficult period or has been going through a difficult period since the eclipse season, whenever it is, but specifically 7, 8, maybe in the last 6 to 8 months, but allowing the process, because the healing is available to you, the integration is available to you, releasing the bitterness and perhaps giving thanks for the life experience. This wanted to come out. Ace of Swords. What did I just say? I don't know if I got that on camera. I just said this is like the Ace of Swords, but it's like the divine integration. It's like a higher representation of the Ace of Swords. And then what comes out, the Ace of Swords. I'm almost looking at this over and over. Is it the Ace of Swords? Is it something else? I just keep looking at it going, is that right? Success, change, decisions, action. So from the Five of Swords to the Ace of Swords, supported by the Four of Swords, to a concrete confirmation that yes, this is what you're moving into. Perhaps the period of healing felt like stuckness. The Four of Swords period of healing that I could see in this card, perhaps it felt like stuckness. Perhaps it felt like a punishment. But it has been there for a purpose, for healing. Wow. You can't really make this up, can you? There's a lot here that's just fallen. So let's just see. Yeah, the Star, which is pretty awesome. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. I was going to say Pentacles. 9 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty beautiful. Cups is love. 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, the balance of giving and receiving, giving and receiving, giving and receiving, family. 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. So this is all confirmation that this one Ace of Swords is carrying that vibration. And this is what is the ultimate way you're, you know, what you're headed towards. So I don't know how well you can see this. Ace of Swords. I feel like I could just wrap it up there because that's pretty... Okay, so how about some advice and guidance? Because we got the confirmation about this. So this was key. This was very important energy, even though it was like, oh, really? This is what you're going towards, and you need to... I'm seeing like running the gauntlet, but not running the gauntlet, but some sort of... navigating through, you know, an event course. Yeah, maybe running the gauntlet's right, but not in a panic state, more for the, you know, with the enjoyment of it. Right, guidance. What else is coming in? What else needs to be known? Okay, different deck. Right, we're going to the Rider-Waite Smith. I don't know why people just call it the Rider-Waite, because without Pamela Colman Smith, who did the artwork, you just got the printers, and then you got, what's his name, with his occultist knowledge, but she had her own knowledge, right? So I'm not having a rant. I don't know why that came out. maybe this is, well, yeah, because that sounded a little bit sexist, didn't it? Like I was saying, oh, all they're men and she's a woman. So maybe this is someone's been working through feelings of resentment about gender. You know, we've all got to work through these things. We've all got these unconscious biases, which we can bring into the conscious and then work through. You know, it's fine. There's no blame, there's no shame, there's no guilt, there's no shade. Simply awareness, integration, gratitude, appreciation, respect. We do that for ourselves, and then we see that flowering in the world externally. It doesn't need to be a constant sort of Disney rainbows and sunshine world for us to recognize the beauty and the appreciation. If anything, that would be a bit weird, because that would be more illusion. Page of Wands incoming. You know, there may be like a love offer that's coming in that someone feels they can't really trust. Or it could be saying that he is a sneaky so-and-so. And I don't know why I'm saying he. Maybe it's because these are male forms. So, okay, what's this about? I feel this is someone's fears more than actuality. I feel this is what someone fears. Getting a little Page of Wands, which isn't really, I mean, it's a wand, so that's great, but it's not really what you want, is it, when you think about love? Oh, I've got two cards for them. Yeah, this is what you want. You want the world and you want the Hierophant. You want deep, profound, true, alchemical love that is sacred in the eyes of heaven and earth. Maybe that's what you've had in the past. I mean, this isn't even the Knight of Wands. I hardly feel that you can be played by the Page of Wands. I feel this is just either someone's fears or past energy. I think it's just an acknowledgement of that. This doesn't really carry much weight. It's just a bit like, oh, all right, whatever. But this is the sweet spot. This is the bullseye. We've got the bull there, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius, the Hierophant, the keys to the sacred knowledge, sacred union. Yeah, this is it. This is the big love. This is the big love that someone's looking for. Okay. So what do we need to know about this? Guidance, support, information. I'm hearing just drop expecting this. I don't think anyone expects this, but this sneaky, shady behaviour. Maybe it's like, oh, this seems really nice. You know, like, oh, he's a nice guy, so nice. Someone you take home to meet your parents, meet your mum. Seems so nice, but it's actually a sneaky mother. So they're both very young energies. Just stop worrying about that, okay? Let that shit go. Let it go. Let's just put those. I'll just put those there. I don't even know if you can see them there. That's not the thing. This is what you're after. This real love, true love, and we've got this here. So, any guidance, advice? What does the collective need to know about this? Focus on the inner development, the inner union of self. and all the world is yours. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. I think it's a case of letting things be. So we had Capricorn energy earlier, didn't we? So someone has been through some hard times, maybe some like barren times. You know, maybe the last time that, depending on, you know, whatever age or time you're watching this, maybe the last time there was any spark of interest was a really long time ago. And maybe you've been busy doing what you've got to do. Just feeling like a dry spell, like the Page of Wands in the desert. Just feel like it's been a dry spell. But don't worry, you know, we've got, I think this, which is one of the best, I think this is one of the best cards in this deck. Expect powerful change. You know, and a Kundalini rising kind of energy is very powerful. It is powerful change. You've got the Hierophant in the world. I mean, okay, Moonology. Yeah. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay, I don't know if I've got you back. Taurus, full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need. Oh, hang on a second. Okay, so I think this is a whole new video because whatever I had to do there stopped it. Okay, song started playing, which I don't know if you could hear. Dreams need a practical plan. I don't know. What's that about then? I mean, it's definitely, in terms of signs, if you want, we've already had Capricorn come up. We've got Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio. We've got fire and air. We've got Earth, Pentacles, Hierophant. Someone's feeling a little bit disheartened. Maybe rejecting love, maybe feeling despondent. So I think really just focus on yourself, your own growth. That's always good advice. Where have we got this? Dream needs a practical plan. What's that about? How is this relevant? How does that help? Maybe it's going to be very structured, you know, when it comes in. I've already had Capricorn at the beginning of this. So, how does this work? Venus rules Taurus. Maybe it's more about a new way of looking at love and relationships and how you approach them, I feel. If that resonates for you. Okay. Queen of Wands. Yeah, I was thinking getting a sexy vibe. This had to pop up, didn't it? Okay, so there's some work to do when the devil comes up. And of course that is Capricorn energy. And we say work, but you could call it fun. And that is releasing the ties that bind, doing some shadow work. Dreams need a practical plan. So maybe the plan is to do some more shadow work. We've got lovers at the bottom. There's a choice. Okay, what does this collective already need to know? Let's just think we've got a lot of good messages and guidance here. We've got clarity. I feel this is the most important one, which we had early on. We're kind of aware of the situation, acknowledging things. Let's see. Come on, let's have a little firecracker of a message to finish up with. Okay, we're going back to this deck. We're jumping around. Maybe someone's doing a bit of speed dating or jumping around. This was already before shuffling the bottom, Knight of Wands. Okay. Queen of Swords. There we go. Cutting out the bullshit. What else does the collective need to be ready for their Ten of Pentacles? Two of Wands. Plans, partnership, influence. So that does match with this Taurian. So someone makes me a big plan. You'll know what that is, I'm sure. Someone will be like, yeah. It's relevant to someone. You know who you are. Two of Wands. Plans. Someone needs a plan. Why do they need a plan for love? Let me clarify this. Because obviously, someone's not getting on with something, which they know they should. Maybe you just got to get your life in order. I mean, when is that not good advice, right? Just focus on getting your life in order. Stop sitting around feeling sorry for yourself, waiting for love. Do the work, do the shadow work. We saw the devil pop up earlier. Oh. Okay, as we know, lovers represents a choice in the major arcana. But this is beautiful. Love, harmony, union. Love, harmony, union. So this is, this is what we're building towards, or we're working towards. We saw Capricorn working. This is, this is what all of life is about. It's about relationships. Relationships with ourselves, relationship with other, relationship with life, with the universe, relationship with our thoughts, our feelings, our beliefs, our past, our present, our future, our stories. Okay. I was going to say someone wants this, but who doesn't? Well, all right. To me, that's regardless of gender and orientation. I feel that that's quite a primal drive, but yeah, maybe not for everyone. But for whoever this reading's for, definitely, those of you who are here watching this, for sure, this is what you want. And it's got this, it's interesting that it started with this, which is very practical. 10 of Pentacles, not 10 of Cups, but 10 of Pentacles, which is very stable, family home. Oh, look, what just flipped over? We got again the 4 of Cups again. Double confirmation. So, and it came out when I was talking about plans and being stable. So there is maybe someone that's resisting that sort of stable side of relationships. Maybe what might be the boring practical side, or the plodding side. Maybe someone's been chasing sort of fireworks and, I wasn't going to say it, but that kind of F-boy, and definitely boy. I mean, this is so young. It's not even it's a joke. That mentality is so out of your paradigm now. It's so idiotic. It holds nothing for you, but that's perhaps what you've been used to, this F-boy kind of, or girl, whatever. So the thought of making practical plans seems boring. Is that what that is? Doesn't feel like the excitement of love. Someone wanted to chase the chemical high of love. Go skydiving if you want to do that. But if you want a true loving partnership with someone, okay, I have to show you. We've got Justice, okay? So if you feel like you've been unlucky in love, don't sweat it. It's coming through. You've got strength, okay? And no, you're not going to repeat the mistakes of the past. Okay, Justice is there. Courage, strength, self-control, balance, equality. You're not going to repeat the mistakes of the past. There we go. This is the energy you want to be in. This is the energy to be in. This is where the love flows. This just sort of hovered. Yeah, this hovered but didn't turn. This is what you've been in, and this is perhaps what you're afraid of repeating. Don't fear it. What's the Rumi quote? That's how where the wound is, where the scar is how the light, cracks you open for the love to pour through. Do we have a divine counterpart for our Queen of Cups here? We've had a Queen of Swords, we've had a, Wheel of Fortune, the World, 10 of Cups and Page of Cups. So it's coming, okay? Just these were flanked by these face down. Wheel of Fortune in the World, okay? Just focus on making your own plans. I feel, you know, making your own plans. There we go. The Sun. Making your own plans. Make yourself happy. Just, yeah, energy, inner light, your inner life. Let yourself shine. Make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. And that's all part of the integration process of self. You know, and the relationship with self and self-love, it's an ongoing relationship. It's not like, oh, okay, I've done that now and then I meet my person. No, you continue the self-love and the relationship with the self throughout life. You don't do it in order to meet someone and then stop doing it. You know, you don't brush your teeth with the purpose of attracting the right partner or mates, and then when you meet them, stop brushing your teeth. Why would you do that? That's stupid. No, you brush your teeth because you're taking care of yourself. Yeah, moving on from old habits. So look, we've got the Strength and the Justice again. Moving on from old ways of being and old ways of looking at love. Having a plan. I think the plan is no plan. The plan is to enjoy your life, take care of yourself. Do we have a divine counterpart coming in for our collective? We already have the Queen of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Cups. It would be nice to see if we have a divine counterpart. Got to do the work first. Yeah. I did say this would be more like a reading about the Mother Star. Yes. Confirmation. Got to do the work. Yes. Yes. Do the work. For ourselves. Not to draw the person in. Not to attract someone. Not to be a Venus flytrap. Bring someone in and then turn into the wicked spider witch woman. Not to get in our heads about it. Not repeating childhood patterns. This isn't a game of control or how to win someone over or win someone's heart. This is take care of yourself, take care of yourself, take care of yourself, over and over and over. That's what it's all about. Yeah. Yeah. Transformation. Knight of Wands, fire, flow, intuition. This is a nice Knight of Wands. It was nice we've got a feminine here because obviously in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a masculine riding in. Would be, you know, flying in with his wand, doing his business, and then flying back out again. So this is a transformation of that old type of energy, and already we see the new energy, which is about being in flow. Being in your own flow, your own fire, your own intuition state. Being in that state so that you are your own Knight of Wands, your own shining knight in armour. Knight in shining armour. You are that for yourself. Okay, and then I'm hearing, what about love? What about love? What about love? So the love's already there. So you mean, what about that person, that one special person that you want to be in a relationship, have a plan with, build a life with, have the 10 of Pentacles with, the one that you want to share with? Where is he? I'm going to say he because I just switch it for what works for you. But where is he? Where's your man? The Pixies. Here comes my man. Where is he? We get a message from his higher self. Magician. He is manifesting you, and you are manifesting him. Power, action, skill. Power, action, skill. That's quite nice. Message from his higher self. The one you're the one you want to be with, the one you want to share your life with, the one you want to build with, make plans with. Is there a message from his higher self? I mean, the fact that it's a major arcana, it's a magician, is quite a big message all by itself. Can we get another message? go with the Magician. This is saying, yes, he knows you, he sees you, he hears you, he wants you as much as you want him. So don't worry about the wanting and the desiring part. It's, I don't know, there's so much advice about like letting go and depending what state you're in, you can hear it, or that can feel like crappy, unhelpful advice. The Magician. A message from his higher self. Do you get a message? A message from him. Your one, your person, the one you want to build the rest of your life with, the one you want to marry and share the world with and create your own world with. Take on the world together. Be a divine partnership, divine union. A message from his higher self. Message from his higher self. Message from his higher self. Okay. Another deck. Okay, message from his higher self. And we've got him as the Magician. Just sort of Four of Swords, peace. Relax, chill, get in the body. Yeah. Falling back into oneself, one's own body, one's own being. Okay, so this is from his higher self, so this really should contain wisdom. This would be because your higher selves know one another. I've just been shuffling it, and that was on the deck when I picked it up. The Lovers at the bottom, and I call that shuffling. Okay, Wheel of Fortune at the Lovers. I'm going to do this 3 times and then pull a card to get a message from his higher self. Okay, the Lovers splitting the deck. Ace of Swords. We're getting clarity through this. Ace of Swords, we're getting clarity, cutting the deck. True love. 2 of Cups. It says it all, really, doesn't it? But as promised, okay, there's a wake-up call. And there we have the King of Swords came through eventually, which is the divine counterpart to the Queen of Swords that we had earlier. So we have Judgment, which is a wake-up call. This is from his higher self. Clarity, clear thinking. And the King of Pentacles. So I feel we've got 2 kings and 2 queens on the table. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Now actually the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles are lovely together. Ultimately, the Emperor and the Empress are the divine counterparts, and the Empress represents all of the 4 queens, as does the Emperor. So I feel that he has already integrated his King of Swords and his King of Pentacles. So he has the clarity and logic of mind, and he has the financial stability. You, as the feminine, divine feminine, have already integrated your Queen of Cups, so your emotional being, and your logical being, Queen of Swords. Okay, so it'll be perhaps that you meet with the Swords energy, and then you bring the love and he brings the money. I I don't know. Let's see if we've got any more messages. So we've got from the Magician, his higher self, Judgment, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. I feel that that's what that was saying. Oh, I was going to take from the top. Yeah, walking away from old habits and patterns and things that don't work. And walking away from being stuck. That's 2 8s. Walking away from patterns and things in the mind that don't work. Walking away from battles and conflict. This is what he's walking away from right now. 8-8 portal. Maybe that's when you'll hear from him. Maybe that's his birthday. 2-8, 16th of the 5th, 5th of the 8th, 16th of the 5th. Leo. Any other message from his higher self that you need to know for your own peace of mind, okay? What do you need to know for your own peace of mind? Think about this bloodstone, which is very cleansing for the liver, detoxifying. I think releasing some of the chemical build-up that can be a natural part of the flow of hormones, whether or not you have a healthy lifestyle or unhealthy lifestyle, whether you drink or don't drink, or whatever it is that you consume. It's always good to take care of the liver and detoxify. And I think the emotional roller coaster of life can be a strain, especially on the feminine, the female body. Devil. Yeah. Something around the hormonal process that I think is binding. And overcoming that, I see the Sun and I see the Empress. So there's, good news ahead. There's overcoming something. Toxins, bad habits. Yeah. Even the obsessive clinging, gnawing, needing to know, watching loads of YouTube videos. When is he coming in? Does he like me? Does he not like me? Is he the one? Just breathe is what I'm getting. We get a final message overall for the highest good and greatest well-being of this collective. Yeah. Clear thought. Clear thought. Focus on clear thought. Oh look, all these little pages popping up. So that's all the pages that we've got. The Page of Wands, Page of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So it'd be the Page of Pentacles would be the one that's not here. Ace of Swords, clear thinking. Bring it back to yourself. And isn't that what we came up before? Oh look, there's the Knight of Wands came out again. Isn't that what we saw all along at the very beginning? And I saw the Ace of Swords in here, supported by the Four of Swords. And then immediately we got the Ace of Swords. And now to wrap it up, we've got the Ace of Swords. And before we had the other Ace of Swords from a different deck, which is about being in the flow and being in your divine intuition. So we've already got we've got sort of confirmation of moving out of this energy, this F-boy energy, into this. So you're taking this energy and you're integrating it into yourself and being in your own divine state of flow and loving your own life. There we go. Magic. You got this. Enjoy.